Is new construction actually a better deal than resale right now in Sarasota? Right now in Sarasota, you can negotiate with builders in ways you couldn't a few years ago. And that doesn't automatically mean that new construction is a better deal. But let's break down and be honest about whether it does make sense to buy new construction or buy resale and what your lifestyle looks like. All right, so let's not just start with my opinion. Let's go ahead and pull the information from the Board of Realtors. I'm not going to put you to sleep. This isn't a hypnosis video with sleepy numbers and those kind of things, but just the overview. All right, so the overview is inventory has risen, and that's pretty obvious these days. If you've got a pulse and you look out around and you check a few things, you'll figure it out. Okay, days on market, yeah, days on market are longer, definitely, and especially in resale. So new construction, they have homes, they're ready. Condo markets, they're getting killed right now. If you've got a condo, I mean, that market's shifting harder than a rock hitting you in the face. They're doing worse than single family homes, and they're just not selling as quickly. So not a good place to be if you're a condo buyer, although good place to be if you are a condo buyer, not a good place to be if you're a condo seller. All right, and builders do have standing inventory in certain price points. So there's single family homes that are good deals. So where do we compare? What do we look at? Well, we don't have one Sarasota market. I mean, we have like multiple micro markets in Sarasota. And whether you're looking for new construction and whether that wins, or whether it's a resale home, depends on the metrics, depends on what you're looking at, and it depends on your lifestyle. Here's where new construction wins. This is what we do know. With new construction right now, there are builder incentives. We've got rate buydowns. We've got some closing cost credits. We've got flex cash. I mean, there's ways that they're twisting things. There's even design center credits. I've seen $20,000 towards flex cash and design credits from some builders. So there's some amazing deals out there, right? And in some communities, especially like Lakewood Ranch, Wellen Park, Northport, and Parrish, where there's lots of builders, their incentives can equal 20, even 60. I even saw something today of $100,000 off on a luxury property. So depending on your price point, whether it's a couple $100,000 or a few million, there are deals to be had. Honestly, most relocation buyers really don't even know where to start and where to negotiate. So that's why it does make sense to do your research like you're doing now, checking on things and finding out about relocation and checking with a qualified realtor that knows the area, that's been out to the builders, and someone like myself. Well, of course, I'm going to promote myself. Yes, that's what I do. I help buyers all the time. All right, so let's look at some more comparisons. We're going to compare the new construction to the resale, and we're looking at insurance. So on insurance and the roof age, most new homes win this one hands down. I mean, they're new, and unless a home has been renovated or recently updated, the new construction is typically going to win out, right? Then obviously with new construction, those homes have new roofs, right? They've got a new HVAC system. They've got new plumbing. They've got new water heaters. They've got new electrical. And all those things they stand under the insurance umbrella of a 4-point inspection. They're looking for the roof, HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. And if all those are new, that's going to help you with your insurance. All right. And this all equals to very low insurance rates versus older resale homes that are not updated. So that really matters in Florida. Updates, newer homes, it makes a difference when you're shopping insurance. Modern floor plans. That's another win for new construction. So new construction has the latest trends in modern living. We know that. They've got open floor plans. They've got home offices, energy efficient ratings, impact windows. You can find green certified homes. So anything that's new, it's new. It's coming from a new construction home. It's going to be rare that you're going to find something in resale because resale often requires $50,000 to $150,000 to replace those items, update them in their homes, depending on the home and the age of it. So where buyers win with resale homes, where do they find the wins? Well, it's all about location, 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 baby. It's always about location. It always is. I mean, this is where resale wins. It always does. It's been all the great home sites are always near the coast. So you're going to be closer to downtown. We're talking Sarasota and Bradenton. Typically, you're going to be closer to downtown, and it means more history, more like charm. You're going to have more diverse restaurants. more shops, more architecture, and more neighborhoods that are really cool. Less cookie cutter, more eclectic. You're also going to be, with new resale homes in this area, you're going to be closer to the bayfront in most cases. You're going to be closer to the beaches. Yes, Siesta Key Beach and Lido Key Beach, of course. And you're going to be, you're going to have closer and easier access to water sports. So downtown resale homes make a huge difference. Mature landscaping, bigger trees, and more character. That's what you're going to find for sure in most resale homes, because the neighborhoods have been around, they're established, and they look great. And then you might even find larger lots in some areas. I was just out on luxury home site out in Lakewood Ranch. Beautiful homes, massive homes. I stepped out in the lanai, and the neighbor's pool pump was just running away. It was difficult to enjoy the view and the pool, the luxury pool, with the neighbor's pool pump just whizzing away. So, yeah, bigger lots are really important. And the one thing you can't do, you can't rebuild location. I mean, you can rebuild a house in Sarasota. You can take an old house, either renovate it or tear it down and put a new one. And a lot of that's going on in town. So unless you want to be, away from the city or even further out in a ranch in the country, living west of I-75 is going to be a winner for resale. Negotiating power in certain segments. So in some pockets, we're talking resale, sellers are sitting on 90 plus days, and the wise ones are ready to negotiate, right? So with resale, you're getting price reductions, and those are happening. You're getting extremely motivated sellers in some location. Some resale home sellers are updating their roofs, their interior finishes. I mean, think paint and flooring and those kind of things. They're updating their landscaping. Yeah, that's where the money's at. They're putting it into the house, and they're trying to get their home sold. Some are offering their own incentives even. They're offering to pay for the buyer's closing costs, or give a credit at closing, or a home warranty, or other creative things. So there are some creative financing options going on with resale homes, and some are getting updated, and some are even being torn down, and you get in a new build. But then we're switching back to new build, right? So at a point in the win category, or you can add a point for the win category for resale, is when you look at hidden costs of new construction. All right. So the hidden costs of new construction kind of bode well for resale homes, because you're not going to have some of these, like lot premiums. The lot premium, the house cost is all together in a resale home. In new construction, you often have lot premiums, and you don't have those in a resale. You have HOAs and CDD fees in communities in the area, or stewardship fees. They also call the CDD fees. And they're few to none in the older home communities. There are HOA communities in some of the resale areas, but there's a lot less of them. So less homeowners association dues and fees. And then window treatments, little simple thing, little things inside the house. Homes come stripped down. Most of the time, there's nothing in there. You got the new windows, but they don't come with anything but blank spaces. And you've got to add up all the window things. And it's just, window things is sort of a placeholder for me to say that there's a lot of other little things that you're going to have to fix up in a newer home. And then things like appliances. Not all the builders supply all the appliances. And typically with the resale, they almost always include all the appliances. Oftentimes, washer dryer negotiable. But in a lot of the new builders, I'm starting to see where they're not including a refrigerator. There's no washer dryer. So those kind of things, it all starts when you put it all together. Including like landscape upgrades. They're giving you some basic landscape upgrades. All those things start to add up. And so new doesn't always mean cheaper, less expensive than resale. Honest breakdown. If you're under 600K in Lakewood Ranch, new construction may currently have leverage. There's some good deals in those price points. There's a lot of new home builders, new construction with some great incentives. If you want well-established and west of the trail or near Siesta Key, resale is going to win. There's not much out there. There are a few new homes that are being built in the city where they're tearing down some of the old homes, but those are coming at a price. They're in the millions. And if monthly payments is your main concern, builder rate buydowns might actually beat resale. They might beat yours, not always, but they might beat it. And if long-term appreciation and location matters most, resale could outperform new construction. So what's the winner? A lot here, right? New construction or resale home? Well, here's the real issue. Most relocation buyers compare apples to oranges. I mean, they'll look at a $750,000 resale home near Palmer Ranch and compare that to an $820,000 new build in Waterside, or higher actually, or maybe a $1.2 million new build in downtown Sarasota, and then look at resale. And none of those are they are all completely different lifestyle choices. It's not so much about the home, it's about the lifestyle choice. The question isn't, is new construction a better deal? The better question is, which one fits your relocation strategy? How are you going to live? And what's the lifestyle you're dreaming of? I track builders' incentives monthly, and I also track resale prices reductions weekly. My team's constantly looking at the resale prices and what's coming on the market and what the inventory is. So if you're relocating and trying to decide between new and resale, my team and I will break it down for you to the exact price point and neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. I have 2 free Sarasota Bradenton relocation guides, and I have one link, the Sarasota relocation guide. It's linked in the comment section below, in the description below. And then I have another one that I can give you once you set an appointment to meet with me or someone from my team. So these are 2 great guides. I recommend calling me, 941-960-8844, or go to world1homegroup.com, or look at the link below and you can get the relocation guide. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot to consider. And really, without sitting down for a consultation, you're making a mistake if you just jump in. Let's have a talk. I'll help you out. Not every situation's different, and I look forward to helping you. Thanks. Bye.